Welcome to another week in terms of Google Map using the Google Chart API, right? This is one of the important component for the final assignment. So I'll really go through step by step how you can put your component on top of Google Map. You can program on Google Map using the Google Chart API. I'll try to install the APIs in your own account and then go through a demonstration or program. Okay, so this is you'll get this file on week 9. So there is a week 9 lab .pptx file. Okay, just to double check. Yes, so if we look at the week 9, for example, then you can see that this is the week 9 lab PDF file, right? So this is what I'm really talking about. Okay, now I go back to the PowerPoint slide. Now, what I did really is that I put all the screenshots so that you can set up your own account to show the Google Map. Okay, what is the last output that I would like to achieve after this particular lecture is that I'll share the screen, is that there is a file I would like to show in this way. So you can see that I would like to make a HTML file on which I show some spot on top of Google Map using any marker or any design, any image file, any icon, right? That is the objective. And probably the final assignment is something like on different spot of Australian location, you have to pinpoint energy resources like where the coal mines are, where the gas stations are, and so on. I'll give the coordinates and you will try to put it. One of the thing on Google Map is that we need to know the location or the longitude, latitude, right? Longitude, latitude to pinpoint a particular point in the map. Okay, let's start. So I again go back to the lab file. So to do that Google Map thing, you need to get an API. So the first thing that you should be doing is that you have to go to the Google Cloud. So in the PowerPoint slide, you can see the Google Cloud. You can go there. You need a Gmail account to do it, right? So you can go there. And then you can have to click the API and service. So enable API and service, you have to click that option. Once you click that option, you can get a similar page like that. So you have to first create a project. So first a project needs to be created, and then you need to give a name, no organization, that's fine. You can click the create, right? And once you click it, then you have to search the APIs. So definitely you don't have, I mean, you already created that. So you can see that you already give a project name. So this project name will appear here, right? The project has been created. And then you click the open button, and then you have to click this page will appear or similar page will appear. You have to click the plus enable APIs and service. So you have to, there are plenty of APIs and service that Google Cloud provides. You have to select the Google Map one. Okay, then you have to search, either search or you can get on top map JavaScript API. So if you don't get it here, you can search here like maps JavaScript API. So use the exact spelling, it should be fine. Or if you use similar word, it should come. But if you get it straight, then you just click it. So maps JavaScript API. If you click that, then you have to click the enable button. So remember that you are selecting Maps JavaScript API. This is the most important thing you are selecting. So once you select it, you already enabled that because you click the enable button. So in your enabled API, so you can see that this API is already enabled. So you can get that API script, and then what you can do, if you just click this screen or details, then you can come across here. So if you come across here, this is the show key that really you need to copy in your program. Okay, so I think that's it. So once you click that show key, then you can get a key that you need to put in. So now I'll jump to the coding, how to use that key in your program to do the visualization, right? Data visualization is our main thing using the Google Chart API. So now the next slide is in W3 School. You can search Google Maps in HTML. So I'd like to show this thing from the Google, and I'll share the screen once again here. So if you just search W3 School and Google Map, then you can get this Google Maps tutorial. You just click it. This is exactly what I'm referring to, right? This is exactly what I'm referring to. So the basics and everything you can just go through, right? One by one, you can simply go through that. Okay, map overlays and so on. And also it is discussing about the, the map thing like Google API key that I just demonstrated, because you need to put that line into the Google code. So for example, if I just click, of course you cannot see that map overlays. Let's see if I can get anything here. So these tutorial is explaining step by step, but I'll show it in a real code, right? I'll show it in a real code, but this is the additional information that you can look at. Okay, now I go back to here. So this is what I'm referring to. So this is from W3 School, right? In which actually you can get more help, or you can use ChatGPT or any AI tool to get more help about Google Map API. Okay, so if you look at this particular code, then you can get that snippet, right? So now this is the HTML page. This is the HTML code. So what you can do, you can just copy that and use a Visual Studio editor in which actually you can run the program. I'll show that demonstration very soon. So I now would like to explain the code structure. So any HTML code start with the HTML tag, ended by the HTML tag. Now, so HTML tag is started, HTML tag ended. This is the comment. So under HTML, there are two parts. One is the head, another is the body. So the body starts from here, ends at here, right? And then H1 is the H1 header. So you can put a header. Now this line is good enough. So this is a division, a partition of the page in which you give a name Google Map, and you can put the style. This style is CSS style. So you can use width 100%, height 40x. So if you increase the value, the map would be bigger, right? If you put 800 pixel, it would be 800 pixel wide, but the whole screen it will cover. So this width 100% is really good, because if you want to show your map into the mobile device, it will fill up the screen, right? So it's a good practice to use 100%. Now, this script code and end of script code, this portion is the coding. So first, I put a function mymap. So you can just simply copy paste from that source code. And I want to put a particular location, longitude, latitude, then this value. So this value is, first is the latitude, second is the longitude, right? That portion, I want to do something. And this map, I want to draw it using the Google Map. So look at that. Google Map, when I put that Google Map div, this div is actually this point. You can see that, right? Same spelling. Google Map, and this is the Google Map. So which means that these particular API will try to draw a map in this particular division, in this particular position of the page. Last component is the script. So this portion, you can see that script source, Google Map API, and key equal this particular portion you have to select from your code. So from your code, what I showed before is that when you enable your API, Maps JavaScript API, then you can click the show key, and then you can get that big code. You just copy it and paste it there, right? So once you paste it, then actually you can see a map like that. So what this code is doing is actually on this particular point, it will make it as a center point. So this longitude latitude point is the center point and it will show the map. That's it. There is no marker in this particular code. Okay, so I think I explained that portion. And enable API, I just script that. So you have to do the map and you have to select the geocoding API as well. You can do that coding enabled. So you can see that in my enabled case, I picked Maps JavaScript API, geocoding API, and so on. Other APIs are also available, but these are disabled in my case. So you can actually enable that and try to do more experiment if you want to. Okay, now one of the code like would like to probably, if you want to do that, that I want to put different marker in different locations, then for example, if I just show you the structure, that this code I'll show you from where I got it. But first of all, there are these are many examples actually demonstrated, but I would like to show you from where I got it, right? From where I got it. So again, I go back to the, so the first tutorial I showed you the W3 school. But if you look at Google Map, right, tutorial, sorry. So get started with Google Maps tutorials. Let's see about this one, Google for developers. So add a Google Map using HTML. So you can see a lot of examples, right, from here. But I clearly showed you how to do the, how to enable the map thing. So you can see that all these examples, you can get the code here, right? So even in the code, you can see that you can simply copy it from here. And here, actually, the last line, the script, you can basically change this key equal to this portion, this portion by your key. You can put it and then you can run it. Now I'll show you how to run a part. So you can get all the examples. Basically, I got all the examples from here. You remember Google Maps platform API. It gets all the help. This Australian map help, how to draw it. All the steps are actually shown. So please go through all the exercise. You just copy, paste it. Now I'll show you that how you can copy and run the code, copy and run the code using the Visual Studio Code Editor. Okay, the first thing is that you have, this is the code. So what is that? I'll show again one of the thing is that, okay, so the screen is fine. So Visual Studio Code. So if you search that, then this is the thing I'm talking about. Download Visual Studio Code. And then you can install and download and install it, right? So you can download and install it in your own machine. So if you're using Windows, you can download it and you can install it. The installation is pretty much straightforward. If you have a Mac, you can download and install it, right? Okay. And once you install it, you open it. So once I open it, I get something like that. Okay, of course, in your case, you'll not get anything, but you can click the file, you can select new text file, and then you just copy paste the code here and run it. I'll show you that how to do the copy paste code, right? Okay, so the first thing is that, so again, sorry, my mistake is that once you open the Visual Studio Code, you can get the software like that. So you can select the new text file and then you can start coding here. You can start the coding here. So what I did, I copied the code, copy paste, copied the code and put it here. So this is the JavaScript code for the map, right? So excellent. Now, so in this particular code, I can see that this is my map API and all the codes I just copied and pasted from the website that I showed you, right? So I just put everything here on this location. And then once you put the code here, you can click the run, click run without debugging, click run without debugging. So let's see what I'm doing here. So I'm just sharing the screen so that nothing would be lost. Okay, so you can see that this file is open. I click the run. I click run without debugging. So once I do it, then that page will appear, right? But before that, sometimes the option will come that do you want to run it into Chrome or Safari, whatever browser you have. So you just click the Chrome, then it will always run on Chrome. So once you do it, bang, right? So all these points are actually shown. So there are two different types of groups that you are actually showing. So for example, if these are the coal station, you can show it. If the gas stations, you can show it. I mean, whatever assignment is given, that's fine. So I just close it. So that's it. So this is how really you can do the run. Now, for as a second example, what I can do is that I can click another example, demonstrative example. So for example, I just go back to here. I can click the Google Map and then Google Map with a marker using HTML. I just pick anything, say, so this is a demonstrative example. Let's see if I just copy the code sample from here. If you click that copy, it should be fine. Then you select this thing and just select. Once you copy and paste it, I'm not, let's see, I just save it. So click the save as, and you just give any name, my demo 2, right? And it's HTML extension, and then you go run with the debugging, and then this option will come, click the Chrome, right? And then the example is demonstrated, right? So this is what we would like to achieve. So again, try to search and run it and follow all the steps. And this is the major part of the final assignment, right? Using the Google Chart API for the Google Map, you can install it, you can copy the code, you can go through the examples. You can go through the examples that I showed you from developers.google.com, Google Maps platform. You can search all the tutorials. You please run it. Once you run it, you will get the confidence, right? We'll go through the explanations more in the upcoming videos. Okay, thanks for watching. Please do it because the hands-on working is the main thing for the assignment, right? So wish you all the best. Please stay tuned tomorrow during the class time, and any question, please email me, right? Thank you all.